And hello, welcome to this video. So the last video we actually introduced ourselves to .NET migrations. So remember I told you the power of migrations was, let's say you want to add another column here indicating the state of your column, whether it's on or off. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so let's do that. Let me show you like in real time how this actually works. Okay, so let's go to models and we'll go to components.cs. This is the first place we will add. So we will add all of this. So I'll have a new property, public boolean. Okay, this is a boolean component state. Okay, and then we'll put a get set. Component state is either on or off. Okay, so we can actually, we should actually display it. Okay, we should display inside our iComponent repository. No, not iComponent repository. We should display inside our pages. We'll do it inside our data storage CS.html. Okay, set format HTMLs. Ooh, I didn't want that. nerd3. Okay, set format HTML inside here. Okay, so vsplit, because I'm going to add a new thing item over here inside this table delimited thingy, and it's going to be component state. Okay, so let's do td add component state. Okay, \td. Okay, so this assumes of course you have been following the last few videos. I'm going to add another table here. Yeah, this assumes that you have been, well, what do you call that? This assumes you've been watching the last few videos and you've seen how I created all of this. If not, this will be pretty confusing for you. So please go and watch. Okay, so this is like adding another column. Remember, we have a boolean component state true or false, or on or off. So component state. Okay, this is on. Is this on? Okay, so I'm going to put table header here. I'm going to save this and resend. So by default, the is it on is a false. Okay, but if you take a look at the mariaDb tables, select star from component collection, there's no true or false thing over here yet. Okay, there's no true or false thing here yet. So to do that, we actually needed to have this migrations thing working. So you save this. Okay, save this also. Okay, so I'm going to quit everything. And remember, I wanted to have the true or false column actually show up here inside the .NET-EntityFrameworkCore table. Okay, so what do I need to do? Remember, I need to shut down .NET Watch first. I need to shut down .NET Watch. And after I shut down .NET Watch, I can do the migrations. So if you want to update, so this is the apply migrations part. Okay, if you want to update the migrations overview, yeah, this is migrations overview. So this is how we evolve the model, so to speak. Remember just now we had components which did not have this on and off switch. Okay, so I changed that, so now it has that on and off state, so to speak. And then this is supposed to show up here. See, component state, is this on? All of this is all false. Of course, I have not given it the proper inputs. And while the table actually shows up here, it's not updated here yet. So we are just doing that update here when we do the migrations. So, let me, this one I can close it. Okay, how do we do it? Okay, so we are going to do it this way. We are going to add another migration. Okay, so it's a bit like Git if you think about it. Okay, .NET-ef migrations add added component state. Okay, and then I need to specify the context, AppDbContext. Okay, so the build has succeeded, as you can see. So we have added a new column, so to speak, as you see here. Okay, the web page is not alive anymore, but this is supposed to be the new column. And if you want to check the migrations actually they auto-generate C# code for us. Okay, they auto-generate C# code for us, and you can see this component state over here. You can look at this 220411 blah 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 185623 added component state.cs. Okay, and you can see over here, since the last time you see the initial creation. Okay, star. Okay, I don't want to put the InitialCreate.cs. Okay, so you see the initial migration is on the right down here. Okay, the migrations actually generate a C# file. Okay, they generate a C# file. Okay, which helps us to make tables within mariaDb. So the first C# file, as you can see here, what are they making? They are making a database. Okay, they are making a database. Okay, they are making a database, and this database, inside this database, you're supposed to create the table. So the table is going to be created, and of course this is a class that they're making. In fact, a partial class. Okay, so this is a class they're making using auto-generated code using EntityFrameworkCore in the .NET tools. So they're making a table with the ID column, name column, component type, temperature C, pressure pascals, mass flow rate, kg per second. And you can see that all the following columns are actually made here. Now, the moment we added our migration, it's because we started adding a new column. Okay, we added a new column which is this thing called component state. Okay, is the thing on or off. Okay, is the thing on or off. Okay, so compared to the old column, so compared to the old table where we have all these components here, we only need to add one more column over here. Okay, so so the default value, as you can see here, is false. Okay, default value for booleans is false, so that's why the default value here is false. Okay, yeah, that's what we have. So compared to the migrations actually looked at the old table that you have actually created, and then it looks at the new table that you're supposed to create. So the new table supposed to look something like this, and it compares to the new table that you're supposed to create, and then it compares the differences. Alright, so the difference between the old table and the new table is just to add one column, which is the boolean component state. So this column has data for this boolean thingy. Alright, so let me quit all of this. Okay, so that's what we do by this adding component state migrations. So next thing we can do is just to update, and you'll see the changes immediately. You'll see the changes immediately. Not yet. Once you run the update script, what does it do? It will run that C# file within the migrations folder right here, and then you will have the mariaDb database over here update. Okay, so how does it work? .NET-ef database update context AppDbContext. Okay, that's simple. So we'll wait. Okay, so it says the build is succeeded, and let's take a look at our database within the mariaDb. You can take a look here. The component state is a 0 or 1. So you see, now we have used migrations to manipulate the table over here, at least manipulate the table columns. Okay, so this is a very, very simple demonstration of migrations. So if we start up our .NET CS project again, .NET Watch. Okay, it should be able to do it nicely. Okay, you'll see that this component state will all be false still. I can still click the populate button and it will be false. But if I want to switch this component state on or off, then I will need to add another few things. Okay, so I'll need to go to the pages, and I'll need to do another property binding kind of a thing. So I'll open data storage CS_HTML star. Okay, and I'll have another form right here, another input. Okay, let me open a line. I'll delete this entire line. Open a line. Is this component on or off? Okay, so that's the question you're asking. So I'll just say this should be for component state. Okay, component state. Alright, so this is supposed to be bound to the component state. Okay, and I'm supposed to add a new property right here, and I will not make it required. Now put this here. I'll put this here. Open a new line. Okay, I will not say this is required, but this is going to be a boolean. Okay, change in word, CIW, boolean. Okay, change in word. Okay, component state. Okay, now with that, I should be able to have a new component type, component name. Okay. Alright. If we send. Did I save it? Oh, I have not saved it yet. Out of range exception. Okay, so let me restart. I can't. I'm not that sure what's happening right here. Okay. .NET Watch. Let's go to data storage. Okay, so is this component on or off? Okay, there is a checkbox for you. Okay, so you check for true and check not true for off. So I'll just check true. Now add component. Okay. Alright. It seems to be false no matter what. Okay. Okay, let me make some edits. Silly me. Obviously, I have not even passed it to the object. I have not passed this component state to the object. That's pretty silly of me. Pardon me for that. Okay, so on post update. Okay, on post add component. Okay, I'll say new component dot component state equals to this dot component state. Okay. Okay, I forgot to update this, and I will need to put it here in the update column as well. Okay, I'll put equal sign to indent properly. Open a new line by pressing O. Okay, let's resend. Okay, so now well, we add a component. Okay, I'll say this is a new component. This is a pump. Okay, if I add component, I say this thing is on, and you can see new component pump. This thing is true. So now we have added a new boolean form right here. Okay, so I can of course use the update thing just to check. So I can look at the ID 45. I'll look at ID number 45. I will say this is my heat exchanger. Okay, my heat exchanger 59 degrees C, 101,325, 0.5 kg per second. I can click the update for number 45. Okay. Instance cannot be tracked because same value ID is already tracked. Okay, there's a conflicting key value issue here, but that was pretty embarrassing. Yeah, so let's see, update component. Oh, right. I should not use this component ID equals to this ID. Let me try commenting this out. Let's see what that does. Number 45. All right, so let's try to update. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll solve this bug another time. I'm a bit lazy now. Just wanted to show you that I can add a new column, and then I have a true or false column right now. Okay, updating is a little bit buggy, as you can see. Okay, component cannot be tracked because at another instance with the same key value is already being tracked. Okay, so I'll probably need to do the update. I'll need to update the update component thing. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'll update the component thing next time, but the main thing about this video is that I want to show you that we can just do this, add a new column using EntityFrameworkCore.Migrations. Okay, and that works perfectly fine here. You can see component state, there's 0 and 1, all of it's done here using EntityFrameworkCore.Migrations. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I just do some debugging behind the scenes. Yeah, see you.